Hello everybody, welcome back to the Brighton career mode here on FIFA 22 as we approach the final 8 games of this Premier League season. Today we are going to feature 4 of those games against Norwich City at the Amex, a visit to Arsenal at the Emirates, which is going to be a tough game, but we did beat them at home back at the Amex. We then get a good week's rest before an away fixture at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium and another away fixture against Wolves. So any points that we can get today, we really need to eye up the Norwich game for 3 points. Hopefully we can get something from Wolves. Anything we can get from Arsenal and Tottenham is going to be an absolute bonus. We sit in 15th place in the Premier League table as it stands, just 3 points behind Burnley and Leeds United, 5 points behind Everton. So we really need to start pushing some wins, especially in these last few games. Who have we got in May, actually? Let's have a look at the final run-in. Manchester United, another difficult game. A home game against Southampton, away against Leeds, and at home against West Ham. So the run-in is going to be incredibly tough. Now, as usual, guys, thank you so much for all your support on this series. It is massively appreciated. Please do drop a like on today's video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't done so already. Now, it is the 2nd of April, which means that we will have our monthly youth scouting reports. We've also got a player unsettled in Ethan Hooper. He wants to cancel his contract. He's in our youth academy, so I am going to promote him to the first team because he's got a bit of potential about him. 64 rated, 84 to 90 potential. So let's promote him to the senior squad to start off with. That will sort him out. Then we've got the Youth Squad Monthly Report, which we'll have a look at in a bit. The Monthly Scouting Report, let's start off with France, see if there's anyone with any potential in here whatsoever. William Bouvet, he's not actually worth very much, so I'm probably going to reject him. We've got quite a few here that we need to reject. Basile Texir, who looks as though he could be an attacking player. Again, though, he's not valued that highly. Quite low overall at the moment. We only want the best in this youth academy at the moment. There's nothing in here from France whatsoever. These scouting reports will be coming to an end soon as well. Let's check out England, see if there's any potential in here. 71 to 94 goalkeeper Harvey Hicks, valued at 300k. We'll scout him for a little bit longer. Nathan Holt doesn't look that amazing. 68 to 94. We're not quite getting the potential players that we wanted here. This is the first time that I've actually rejected all of the youth players in a scouting report. So the youth squad at the moment is looking like this. The best player in there, as it stands in terms of overall, is Victor Raymond, still only 15 years old. Gabin Gilles as well, who is the centre forward, also 64 rated, 69 to 89 potential. His has gone down a little bit, the Ivan Toney lookalike. Caleb Stone looks as though he could be very good as well, the right winger. Again, we need to wait until these guys are 16 before we can promote them to the first team. Now, speaking of the first team, the 2 that we have promoted, of course, Elliot Poole, who's played a few games for us already in our first team. He's an exciting prospect. He's gone up 4 ratings to 66, so he is looking very, very good indeed. Where is the guy that we have just promoted? Here he is, Ethan Hooper. Again, another exciting prospect, 64 overall at this moment in time. So we've got some decent development in the squad, which is really good. We're going to be taking on Norwich in our first game today, who are bottom of the table. 21 points. They already look virtually relegated. 9 points off 17th place Southampton at this moment in time. It is imperative that we get a win here today. And I want to go with my strongest squad. Madeira's going to start this game as well. He's been incredible the last few games. I'll stick with Duncan. In fact, do I stick with Duncan Goldson? Or do I want to bring in Poole? I feel like I really want to bring in Poole. He is left-footed, so we'll switch him over to this side. We want to continue this guy's development because he is the future of this club. Kukurea and Lamptey will start. Lamptey's up 4 ratings as well. He's doing incredibly well. Mwepu is now a 78 as well. Trossard and Hudson-Odoi a 79, so we need to continue their development. Like I say, they are the future of this squad. Let's get into our first game against Norwich. Fingers crossed, it's going to be 3 points for us. Safety guaranteed to the Premier League pretty much for next season, and we keep an eye on those mid-table spots. Now, Norwich is certainly going to be no pushovers, but they are bottom of the table for a reason. So we need to make sure that we're winning this game. We want to be in top form and get all these 3 points here today. Oh, and there's a good interception from Ivan Toney. He's read that pass very nicely indeed, and he's got himself in on goal. He's got a pass in on the edge to McAllister. It's a good save by Gunn. As I record this as well, the new patch has come out today, the very first patch for FIFA 22. I've heard that they've nerfed outside of the shots, outside the box shots, and also nerfed some of the goalkeepers a little bit inside the box. So it's going to be interesting to see how this fixture plays out today as we put a ball in towards Lewis Dunk at the back. Tariq Lamptey's not going to win that, but luckily for us, we managed to tidy up at the back. There's a little ball in towards Mwepu, and Madère will have it. He takes the shot and he scores the goal. His first goal of the season, and Jakob Madère continues his incredible form at this moment in time. Lovely effort from him. A nice early lead taken by us. Exactly what we needed in this game. It was a great ball through from Mwepu, and we scored a goal pretty much like this. I think it was against Newcastle in the last episode that Alexis McAllister scored. Great finish from Madère in the penalty area. Goalkeeper, absolutely no chance. 1-0 Brighton. Oh, it's brilliant play from Ivan Toney. He looks like he could be in the mood today. Leo Trossard is slightly surrounded, but Toney will pick it up. We're playing it around nicely in central midfield. Jakob Madère will have it back. He'll look for Ivan Toney. And how has the goalkeeper saved that? Toney really should have scored there. I was just about to say Toney makes it 2-0. For some reason, he's gone with his left foot rather than his right. Really should have finished it. Or away again now, and Norwich are really high up the pitch, and Callum Hudson-Odoi is going to pick that one up. He needs to wait for a bit of support in the penalty area. Gets himself a cross in, and it's fired by Trossard over the top of the crossbar. Trossard hasn't scored a goal for quite a while, you know. He could have had a few goals in the last few games. He's wasting chances. Here come Norwich, though, just before half-time. This is when we like to concede goals, but Norwich aren't putting the cross into the box. Instead, they're working it in, and they've almost found an equaliser. It's a good save by Sanchez, the first thing he's had to do all game. So a good first half from us as we head into the second. Norwich not really offering much at all, but for me, I think we definitely need that second goal just to put a cushion on the game. It's never safe, especially with me at the controls, sitting on a 1-goal lead. We're just not getting the rub of the green at the moment, and Norwich will equalise. They've done it. One apiece, 63 minutes in. We have been sloppy in this second half, and it's Sargent that has got the goal for them. Bottom of the table, and we've just not killed the game off in the second half. Nothing's going right now. We can't get the passing right. We haven't got the space. We haven't got the pace either in the middle. And Norwich are just literally walking through us, and they almost find themselves... We've given it away. Oh, my God. What are we doing? What are we doing at the back? Why didn't I just clear the danger? We've gone from 1-0 up to 2-1 down in the space of 5 minutes. And Norwich are in again with Sargent. He's one-on-one. Luckily for us, he skied it. Terrible second half. Oh, my God. Cucurella again. What is this man doing? Here's Sargent. We go to ground. It's squared over. It's 3-1. It's all over. What has happened in this game? I've absolutely no idea what has happened in the second half. We just haven't turned up. We've made a double substitution, taking off Madère, taking off Toney, and we've just fallen apart. We're going to get beat. How can we win against Manchester City and lose to Norwich? I just don't know. I don't know the answer. We're going to get ourselves a goal kick, but we have lost this game. I thought this was going to be a guaranteed 3 points today, and in the first half, I would have thought that at half-time, but Norwich have come out second half. Fair play to them. Completely turned us over. The manager confidence rating has gone down again, and today we've got to play Arsenal at the Emirates, which is going to be an incredibly tough fixture. How are Arsenal doing in the league this season? They were doing well last time I looked. They've slipped down to 9th. They're pretty much replicating how they've been getting on in real life. 11 defeats, 11 wins, 8 draws, 41 points on the board. Importantly for us, we are edging closer and closer to safety, but there are teams around us like Southampton that have played less games. So we've got to start winning somewhere. So I think for this game, we have got to go with a very similar team that put in a good performance against Norwich in the first half. When we made the changes and we took off Modder and we also took off Tony, we absolutely fell apart all over the pitch. So we'll keep that the same. Goldson will come in back in at centre-back and replace Elliot Poole, he had a decent game, but again, he probably contributed to our downfall in the second half. Let's get into the game at the Emirates. We need to try and get something out of it. So Arsenal are not having a great season either, just like ourselves. They have got former Brighton player Ben White playing at centre-back, so it's going to be interesting to see how he gets on. It looks as though Lacazette starts for them up front as well. So we're definitely going to have to keep our wits about us at the back. I think the area, I've already got the summer transfer window on my mind, depending on how much money we are allocated for the season. But we've got to start improving the defence as we go up with a big header from McAllister. It ends up going out for a goal kick. Good early effort from him, though. But yeah, we've got to improve our defence. We need higher rated and better skilled defenders. Oh, and Arsenal are away here, and Lacazette was managed to get caught up by Connor Goldson, but it's fed through. That looks as though it's offside. Hopefully the score doesn't change. It is offside indeed. Thank goodness for that. Really big early warning sign for us. But they're the things that I mean. We've got to be better, especially at centre-back. Here we can come forward, though, and McAllister puts a nice little ball into space towards Hudson-Odoi, who does get in. He's going to go for the shot, and he's going to find the net. Well, we couldn't find that killer touch against Norwich City, but we've found it early on against Arsenal. I do tend to find that we play better against the bigger teams. We played well against Manchester City. We played really well against Liverpool. Sadly, we didn't get the result against them, but that is an absolute stunner from Hudson-Odoi. Sometimes when you think about our season and how it's gone, we've had our best performances and our best results away from home. We've beat Manchester City away from home, Aston Villa away, Everton away, and then we've taken pummelings back at the Amex against Aston Villa, against Newcastle, against Man City. We've really struggled back on home turf, so it sounds really weird to say it, but our away form is what is going to help us have it's not been a decent season. It's actually been a really bad season, but you know what I mean. It's going to be the one that's kept us in it. Oh, we're away again now with Hudson-Odoi. Can he find a cross towards Ivan Toney? It goes all the way across, and what a block from Mbao. McAllister looked absolutely certain to score at the back post. It bounced in the box, and Mbao has put one hell of a tackle in. Here come Arsenal there with Saka, and he's found Lacazette, who's found the goal, and I think that one is not going to be disallowed. I thought that was going to be an offside call. Sadly for us, it isn't. Lacazette equalises, 36 minutes gone. Good finish from him. We'll have to see how tight this was. It's not even going to show it. Not even going to show it. That's a good ball from Ivan Toney, and he's going to find Leo Trossard, who finds the top right-hand corner. What a finish. Leo Trossard hasn't scored for absolutely ages, and within an instant of Arsenal getting their equaliser, Leo Trossard finds himself a little bit of space, curls one into the top corner with that right foot. Absolutely brilliant, and we are ahead once again at the Emirates Stadium. Oh, Ivan Toney's done really well there. We're into stoppage time at the end of the first half. I think the referee will blow the whistle. He does indeed. Very, very good first half from us once again. I thought when they equalised, we'd go to pieces like we usually do. Fortunately for us, we got the goal straight away. On to the second half. Let's hope this is not going to be as bad as the Norwich game. The longer this goes on, as it stands, the more likely we are to find gaps. Modder's gone for one, and he's skimmed the top of the crossbar, hit the top of the netting. In form, Jakob Modder. That, I'll tell you what, that is not too far off. It's dipped right at the last moment. If we're a yard further out, that's in. Got it again here with McAllister. Lays it off towards Mwepu, who will hit one over the top again this time. We're going to make a substitution. We're actually going to take off Jakob Modder. We're bringing on Pascal Gross. Don't want to make too many changes, but Modder is struggling a little bit for fitness. Here come Arsenal now with Ødegaard. Great stop by Pascal Gross. Thomas Partey, little bit of a P-roller through there. I didn't manage to find any kind of power on it. 2 minutes of stoppage time. One final attack potentially for Arsenal. They've got it on this left-hand side. They've got the pace at this moment. They decide to go backwards, though. We need to try and force them back so that the referee will blow the whistle. Is that offside? No, it's not. Ball into the box. Ødegaard was there. It's cleared by Hudson-Odoi. And all 3 points are coming back to the south coast from the Emirates Stadium. What a result that is against the Gunners. We're so chalk and cheese. I don't get how we lose against Norwich, but then we go to the Emirates and we beat Arsenal. It makes no sense whatsoever. The manager rating is back up to a 71. We move up to 14th in the table. However, we have played a game more than Wolves, 2 games more on Southampton and Newcastle, but we are heading in the right direction. We can now eye up Burnley, Leeds, Everton above us, but we've got an incredibly difficult game next. It's Spurs away from home. Will they come back to haunt us again? They absolutely battered us at the Amex. I think it was 4-1 at the end of it. I think we've got to go with the same team, you know. Spurs have got some really tired players in their squad. Reguilon, who's playing at centre-back. Lo Celso at left-back. It's still all a little bit weird. The patch hasn't updated that. Harry Kane is up top, though. Heung-min Son. Thankfully for us, no Dele Alli. He absolutely destroyed us in the game earlier in the season at the Amex. I do love the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I think it's probably one of the best stadiums in the league at this moment in time. But we can't stand and admire it. We have got a job to do. Points to gain with 6 games left of this Premier League season. We are still, well, we're not in with a chance of anything. The main thing is playing for pride, keeping that manager rating high, ensuring that we've got a job for next season. As Modder tries to slip in Ivan Toney, but the defender stayed really strong at the back. I'm not sure who that is. Good ball out wide from Spurs, though. They've got Brian. Who's Brian? He's wearing the number 11 shirt. In towards Eric Dyer. Moves all the way back towards Bergwijn. He caused us massive problems at the Amex earlier in the season. Good tackle on us, though, with Harry Kane. And then Alexis McAllister will put Ivan Toney through on goal here. He's not really got the pace, though, and Reguilon gets back. Does a really good job. Mwepu's giving it to Leo Trossard, though, who can line them up. Good save by Lloris. Positive early start from us. Oh, we've made a bit of a mess of it at the back here, and Højbjerg has slipped into Ndombele, and it's a great save by Sanchez. Out for a corner in the 15th minute. We gave the ball away with Cucurella, and that is some save. It's just scrappy. So scrappy at the moment, but Harry Kane gets Spurs off to a flying start. 20-odd minutes gone in the game. We knew that he was going to be the danger man today. Spurs have got many danger men. But it just got really scrappy. Kane found some space. Finishes past Sanchez. 1-0 Spurs. Oh, this is a good bit of play from us. And we've managed to free Ivan Toney. Will they have the pace? This time he doesn't, but he does manage to get the shot away. Forces a good save out of Lloris. They play the ball a bit dangerously across the back line, but they do get away with it in the end. I think it's safe to say that Spurs dominated that first half. We have to try and get ourselves back in it in the second, but I think they're definitely our I say bogey side. They're the team that we've struggled against the most. That's a great ball in from Hudson-Odoi. Lloris far too wise to come out and catch it, though. Oh, we're just too slow in central midfield. We can't get the first touches right, and Spurs are far too quick for us. Here's Harry Kane looking for his second goal of the game. Good save, Sanchez. Oh, thank goodness for that. They're taking Harry Kane off. They are bringing on Alexander Isak, though, the Swedish striker. I'll be interested to see how he gets on. He was a player that I was potentially interested in for this save, but he's going to be a good player. There's Callum Hudson-Odoi, and he's found a nice ball through here, actually, to McAllister. It's a great save by Lloris in the Spurs goal, and that is the biggest and best opportunity we have had in this game. Ball whipped into the box. McAllister's there. Modder's there at the back post, and that is a tough chance to take, and he almost did. Brilliant save from Lloris once again, denies Modder and gets us another corner. Spurs looking for that killer blow as they float the ball into the penalty area. Heung-min Son is there. Of course he is. In the 88th minute, he gets the 3 points for Spurs. Brings us back down to earth just as we were pushing towards the end of the game. We've played really well in the second half. We couldn't find that killer blow. We've had 2 or 3 good chances, but this is what good sides do. Cucurella couldn't get there at the back post. Big header from Heung-min Son. Nice finish. 2-0 and all over. Spurs looking for another one now with Heung-min Son. We're due to the referee to blow this final whistle now, which he does indeed. A 2-0 defeat at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Some positives to take in the performance, but we're very, very inconsistent at the moment. Now this is big, big news. Renato Sanchez is ready to return after injury. We're not going to play him in the Wolves game today, though. We need that rehabilitation to continue just for another game or so. Zach Emerson's not too bad. We were going to talk about my contract. He's not too happy. We're just going to say you've got plenty of time. Get his morale up. Lewis Dunk is saying that... What's Lewis Dunk saying? Things seem to have improved. Okay, I think this is in relation to squad morale. We'll just say it's all worked out well. We'll keep that morale up for him. Now, on the face of it, when we look at the Premier League table, we've dropped back down to 16th position. We are 6 points above that drop zone, so we've still got work to do. The game against Wolves is absolutely massive. If we beat them, we can go onto the same points as them. But Spurs, who we've just played, they're having a decent season. They're sat in 5th place, fighting it out for those Champions League spots with Manchester United and Manchester City. Chelsea have pulled away now. Liverpool have lost a couple of games, but they are going to win the Premier League title. So we are going to make a couple of changes to the side for the 4th and final game in today's episode. Neal Maupay will start up top for us, who is actually now an 80 rated player. It's nice to get another 80 rated player on the books. I think we probably need to give Neal Maupay a little bit more game time, to be honest. So looking forward to seeing how he gets on. Baluta comes in at central midfield. He's another player that I want to give game time to. He will line up alongside Jakob Modder today, who's probably been our player of the month so far. Really happy with his progress. Now, Wolves are still going to be a dangerous side. They're lining up with a 5 at the back formation, so they're going to be pretty difficult to break through, as Baluta does decently there. But like I said, if we win this game today, we will go level on points with them, and we can really push them in mid-table. But they've got some good players. Trincao, they've got Patagna playing up front for them as well. No sign of Raul Jimenez, but they have got Ruben Neves in central midfield as well. He's going to be a tricky, tricky customer, as Callum Hudson-Odoi looks to skip past his man. It's a poor cross into the box, but Wolves do make a little bit of a hash of it, and then Trossard just can't pick it up in the penalty area. Positive start from us, though. There's Leo Trossard now, bobbing and weaving. He's found Jakob Modder, who can find a shot. What a save from Jose Sarr in the Wolves goal. There's actually not been hardly any opportunities for either side in this game. That is flying into the top corner, and it's an incredible save. Found ourselves a little bit of space here, and Baluta's going to hit it, and that has gone just wide. That is inches wide. It wasn't Baluta, it was actually Modder once again. Loves a shot from outside the box, and that is not far off at all. Oh, here come Wolves, though, and they found a little bit of space with Trincao. Ball gets lined up. Great block at the back, but we've still got to try and defend it. Good save, Sanchez. First time he's been really called into action in the entire first half. Neal Maupay gets booked for an early challenge on Connor Cody at the front of the field. But yeah, good save that time. And the first time that Wolves have really threatened, there's the trip on Connor Cody. Here come Wolves, though. Ball whips into the box. There's space there for Trincao. Another good save by Sanchez. They are now starting to turn a little bit and put a bit of pressure on us, but Sanchez is equal to it in goal. Brilliant save again. Wolves are starting to put a bit of pressure on us now, and they've got through. It's another good save by Sanchez. We are getting away with this. We concede yet another corner. Oh, here come Wolves again, and it's Patagna. It's Neto. Sanchez saves again. Can Lewis Dunk get up? He doesn't need to. Sanchez does it for him. Wolves are fully in control of this game at the moment, and they are not shy to put a cross in. We've got to try and do something and get them on the break as and where we can. We managed to find Neil Maupay. He manages to find Leo Trossard. Can he find any kind of through ball? He can to Neil Maupay, and it's a good save by Jose Sarr. That is going to be Neil Maupay's last action of the game. He's going to come off for Ivan Toney. We're also going to take off Jakob Modder, and we're bringing on Enoch Mwepu. There could be one more opportunity for somebody. There's going to be 2 minutes of stoppage time. If Wolves want that opportunity, they've got to get the ball up the field. They do, and they find Trincao. Do we just go in for a tackle? It's going to be late if anyone is to find a winner. Tariq Lamptey does really well to get above the defender. McAllister clears the danger. That is full time. It's Wolves 0, Brighton 0 in what was actually a very, very entertaining 0-0 draw. It's not a bad result for us. So we've done all right there. That is a game that we would have lost earlier on in the season. But the fact that we didn't win it, the fact that we didn't win the game against Norwich still puts us in a little bit of danger down towards the bottom of the table. We're only a few points away from Newcastle and from Wolves. We're a little bit far from Everton with 4 games to go. But Southampton, Crystal Palace are catching up now. We're going to need another victory somewhere on the line. But we've got Manchester United next. That will be the first game of the next episode. A huge home game against Southampton in a relegation battle. Leeds away and West Ham at home. I'm not sure where those two are in the Premier League table. Leeds United are 9th and West Ham are in 10th. So it's going to be tough. I think if we can pick up 2 wins out of the last 4 games, that should be good for us. The manager confidence rating is down. We'll check out the Youth Squad monthly report in time for the next episode. But guys, as usual, thank you so much for watching today. I really do appreciate it. If you've enjoyed it, please drop a like. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you for the season finale in the next one.